Hi everyone. So there's a lot of talk around how we can lift restrictions, and this is something that all countries are now doing. In Spain, we're seeing construction sites going back. In Greece today, we've had hairdressers open up for the first time, and Finland has announced that by the end of this month, they will be allowing public gatherings up to 50 people, which is what is currently allowed in Sweden because they never went into an official lockdown. Now, Sweden, even though you can still gather under 50 people, very few are doing so, and that's because most people don't want to catch the virus. The reason I want to talk about trade-offs is that essentially we're now in a phase that's known as the dance. So we've had the hammer where we've fought down the virus, and now we've got to dance with this virus. And that dance is where we might lift some restrictions, but then the OR value might go above 1. And remember, when the OR is above 1, the virus is multiplying. When it's below 1, it's shrinking. And for me, looking at Ireland's numbers, what I see is essentially an opportunity, I think, to keep OR below 1, but also to get more economic activity. Forget about economic activity, let's call it social activity. I mean, getting activity back going, be that people going out to get their hair cut, be it people being able to meet up with friends again. There is activity that we can potentially allow without OR going above 1. So I want to look at this, just thinking about the restrictions, or rather the plan that Ireland has to go through 5 phases at the bottom here between now and August. The first phase will be on May 18th. The final one will be August 10th. The idea is that we go through these 5 phases and we can gradually get activity back going again. Now, at every step of the way, there is a risk that the OR value just goes above 1. So maybe it goes above 1 at phase 2. Maybe it goes above 1 at phase 4 or phase 5 when we reopen the pubs. But I mean, countries like South Korea, for example, have reopened all 5 phases essentially of their economy, and they haven't seen a spike in new cases. So I'm going to assume that we can get activity back going again without getting the OR above 1. Let's assume that we can get the OR from its current value at around 0.5, that we can get it up to around 0.9. So I'm going to draw what it looks like to get the OR value up to 0.9 by August. So that would be get into here, and then probably some tilt along the way. So maybe around phase 4 we get up to around 0.8, and then it levels off at around 0.9 after August. But the alternative scenario that we could be doing would be to move all the phases forward. Instead of having 3-week gaps, maybe do 2-week gaps. Instead of having the pubs in August, maybe bring all of that back to June and do phases 2 and 3 together, do phases 4 and 5 together, maybe only have 3 phases. Now, obviously, there's a whole bunch of reasons why that won't happen, but here's just one way of thinking about it. If we can get activity going again sooner, then you will see that OR value go up to around 0.9 sooner, probably during whatever time phase 2 and 3 is. That'll be sometime during June or July. And if I just fill this in here, what you can see is that space in the middle is what I would call lost activity. So what do I mean by that? This space in between, let's call it lost activity, is all the economic activity that we could be doing during that time, where we're going to be going through this relatively slow easing of restrictions. If you had a faster easing of restrictions, it would allow more activity to get back going again versus what we're not going to have by having a gradual easing. Now, I'm not necessarily saying here that the timetable that has been laid out by the government is the wrong approach. I think there's many reasons why we probably should, at the outset, take it 3 weeks at a time. But the benefit, if we can bring some of the phases forward. Maybe do, as I said, 2 and 3 together, maybe do 4 and 5 together if we see other countries doing the same and doing so successfully. If we see that our first and second phases have not led to a spike in new cases, this lost activity is something that we could recover, and that will be very meaningful for businesses, for people's livelihoods, for people's mental health. It'll allow more people to get back out, to resume some resemblance of normal life. So that is the way that I think about it, and I'd love to know what you think about it as well.